Today I'm here to talk about you to be the best version of yourselves in audit, knowing you're coming into the harvest season. It's been really challenging the last 2.5 years, right, with lockdown. Some have loved it, some have loathed it. Most of us have been somewhere in between. We're going to talk about PTG, post-traumatic growth. The second thing we're going to look at is a new operating rhythm. Third thing we're going to look at is how to have more energy. Number 4, I want to help you with mental skills. And the final thing we're going to do is called You've all heard of post-traumatic stress, but post-traumatic growth is what a couple of psychologists in the 90s looked at is after big events in our life, and it has been quite traumatic, we get our biggest growth and our biggest learnings. When you look at the meaning from COVID is number 1, we've embraced new opportunities, personal and professional. The way you're working as a firm now, you're going gangbusters. Also our personal lives, who feels a little bit more connected at home? So there's some real positive changes. Have a look at this and then we'll do a bit of reflection.
There's a Japanese art form as well named kintsugi, which is where the artisans in Japan take a broken pot and they put it back together. So rather than going, oh, the pot's broken, oh, it's busted, it doesn't look terrible, but kintsugi, putting it back together, it's stronger, it's got character, it's got flaws, but it makes it a more beautiful piece of artwork. And I think that's a good metaphor for what we're looking at.
The thing we need to learn is space. We need time to make meaning. This is what operating rhythm is not. Number 1, being busy is not a badge of honor or a definition of who you are. Being busy is not a proxy for being productive. Being productive is a proxy for being productive. Being busy hijacks creativity and destroys deep work. Annual recovery plan. If you look at your calendar printed out, and I encourage you all to do this, so I optimize January and spend time with my family. So I take most of January off. Then you see quarterly, because I've got kids and I want to be a dad that doesn't just talk about it but lives it, I take regular holidays during the year. I'm busy, like it's really busy at work, but I've learnt I'm much better when I put in breaks. And if you put this in your diary, what happens? You get to December and you don't crawl over the line and say, oh my God, I've only got 20 days until we go on holidays and I'm over this place. And then you go on holidays and you come back, it's Groundhog Day. So lock your holidays in your diary, just nod and just say, yes, sir. But every morning I want you to do this. View sunlight for 10 to 30 minutes before you start work. Even in winter when there's sun, people say it's cold in Sydney. No, it's not. Go to Norway. Try a cold shower a few times a week. Watch everyone get excited when I say this. Just start with 3 minutes. Every morning, move your body for 20 to 30 minutes. Because if you've done no movement, if you had no sunlight exposure, and then you're in the 8 or 8:30 a.m. meeting, your brain's not awake. Delay caffeine until you've been awake for 60 to 90 minutes. No way. No, just try it. And then the final thing is avoid bright light after 9 p.m. with an asterisk, because if you're doing global work, I know you can't always avoid that. Stress is a natural, normal response, but you can counterbalance that both with thoughts and breathing. It gives you a superpower. So calmness, if we look at this model, which shows you can totally train your state to be calm. What a lot of people don't realize is you can also fire up. Put your hands on your belly button. Tell me what your belly button does when you take a big breath in. Breathe in, and then out. Make sure your diaphragm's dropping and your belly button's going out. And we're going to take this in to what's called box breathing. We're going to do a 4-second inhalation, a 4-second hold, a 4-second exhalation, and then a 4-second hold. So breathe in for me, go 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe out through pursed lips, hold, 2, 3, 4. What's the difference in the energy in the room? It's calm. So calm is a totally trainable mental skill. I vasi ita yaleo droi waitilaba ewa nak klat sa draw kakab, so like sakwa I nak klat sa draw off. I have this really weird ability where I can speak backwards as quickly as I can speak forwards. It's a totally useless skill. Yeah? Apart from, how do you put all these skills into practice as we're going into harvest season? You need to reverse engineer what success looks like. Success for the next 3 months. Can I go a little bit further? What's success going to be like for you in your life? But you've got to make the stuff I'm talking about today a practice. And when I see you next time, I want you, even if you don't come up, I want you thinking, yeah, I'm doing some of this. and it's making a difference. I'm training these skills just like I trained at university. Apply the same mindset to what we're doing today. And over time, it'll make a huge difference. And if I summarize everything I'm talking about today, I want you to knock your socks off. Turn the lights on, loud, bright, play hard, it's extreme. Upregulate. Sympathetic nervous system is awesome. Stress is your friend. I want you to manage all this stuff. I want you to periodically get your heart rate up. Exercise on a regular basis. The digital platform resources are all designed to do this for you. Get sunlight to stimulate you of the morning. Look at deep work. 1 hour a day. If you could do that on an average 9-hour day of uninterrupted work, you'll just absolutely accelerate in what you do, and you won't be doing that 60 plus hours a week spinning the wheels. Go hard, but then recover even harder. And a lot of the strategies I've gone through, especially on that right side, is getting psychological detachment, switching off the brain, getting the body into parasympathetic. That's where the recovery happens.